name is Sanja Barišić, so it's not Sanja, it's Sanja. And I'm from the Institute of Ornithology of Croatian Academy of Science and Arts. And together with my colleague Vesna Tutiš, we prepared this report for Croatia. So I will start by saying that the European roller is indeed a breeding species of Croatia. However, a large decline has occurred in the past. In the past it was recorded throughout the continental lowland region. For example, we have some information that in the Međimurje region, which is here, so this is a region adjacent to Mura River, and this data is mostly based on ringing recoveries, as you see here, and museum skins recoveries. So we know that in 50s it was quite numerous in whole this area, but also mostly in this around Mura River. However, and in the coastal region of Croatia, it was not recorded breeding. Only in 80s, so when the population crashed here in the continental region, in 80s the rollers were recorded breeding here, so in northern Dalmatia, in coastal region. And so these were in 80s, and these were actually the last data for Croatia. So we basically thought that the species is extinct in Croatia. However, in 2010, the rollers were rediscovered breeding here again. And so last year, in 2016, there was only one pair found here, so quite far from the main breeding area, but again also in the coastal region. So the coastal region remains the only breeding area for the rollers in Croatia. So we will need to update this table for Croatia because birds are seen at the beginning, so before the breeding season, outside the breeding area, and so some birds for sure cross Croatia, probably in less extent. And we gave an estimate of 15 to 20 pairs. We think so that it's based on good data. So for 2016 we had 17 pairs. We don't know about trends, because, as I said, the population was discovered in 2010 and was monitored from 2011. What are the main threats that are affecting rollers in Croatia now, or that are likely to affect them in near future? So this is what we think what are the important threats, and these are all long-term threats and have no solution yet. So even though the coastal region, so the main process in agricultural production in coastal region is actually land abandonment. However, rollers breed in large, quite fertile fields, so in fields which are most appropriate for agricultural production. So it is likely that these fields will be, the production will be intensified in them. So, we believe that this is likely a critical threat for the future of rollers. Another critical threat is removal of poplar trees, because the poplar trees in Croatia are the main tree used for breeding. As well as the absence of planting new poplar trees, because these are all planted trees, or the change to planting other unsuitable trees. Of course, if we have an increase in intensification of agricultural production, you get increase in habitat heterogeneity. We feel that this is likely a high threat for the rollers in the near future. Furthermore, we had cases of rollers mortality due to illegal killing. So we believe this threat also exists, and we believe it to be high. And as I already mentioned, there is a strong process of land abandonment in Croatia, but we believe this is of medium importance for the rollers in Croatia. So changes in Croatia regarding the policies relevant to these species were mainly through establishing Natura 2000 sites. So the whole main breeding area is included in SPA, so in Natura 2000 site Ravni Kotari. However, this recently established new breeding area, where only one pair was found in 2016, is not protected. But to some, around 90% of the territories are inside of Natura 2000 sites. The main goal for regarding roller in Croatia is to strengthen and preserve strong population in coastal region. However, a long-term, let's say more ambitious goal is to recolonize it in its historical breeding area, so in the continental region, in the lowlands, and to preserve it there as a self-sustained population. So there were not many conservation activities in Croatia, but nevertheless, from 2013, with major support from colleagues from Austria, nest boxes were installed in the breeding area. The number is still insufficient, and we have problems with bees occupying the nest boxes. So, for example, in last year, the 5 nest boxes were installed, and in a week time, all of them were filled with bees. But in 2016, 3 pairs were breeding in nest boxes, and with quite high breeding success. So we had 2 pairs with 6 chicks and one pair with 5. Another thing that was achieved is that or more or less, that so National Water Management Company is notified about the roller distribution, and they are obligated to so not to remove the poplar trees around ditches, because they are responsible for that. And they are also obligated, when they clear the vegetation around the ditches, to do it in alternating manner, so that only one side of the ditch is cleared at a time. However, the implementation of these measures are not monitored, so we don't know if they are implemented or not, or in what the scale of implementation is. And finally, our state agency for nature protection has announced their intention to finance the preparation of a national action plan for the species in this year. So we will hope this actually happens. So I will quickly go through our monitoring methods. So as I already said, we discovered rollers in 2010 in northern Dalmatia, so in coastal region. In 2011 and 12, we did a survey of the distribution at the landscape level, and all found breeding localities were subsequently monitored. So basically, the territories of breeding pairs are mapped based on several visits to the breeding area from end of May till end of July, and but our effort is not high enough, because our funds are quite limited, and manpower also. So our main aim is to identify pairs, to identify the territories, and secondly to define to confirm breeding attempts and to find the position of nest holes, which is sometimes not so easy. Also, the nest boxes are checked for occupancy. Furthermore, as we got as we were notified about sighting of rollers throughout Dalmatia, we always check these sites, and if we found rollers, we include them in a monitoring program. So, or we already. So we, to shorten, we found this, we checked this eastern region, which is, as I showed you, in the northern coastal region. We didn't find rollers there in 2014, but in 2016 we were just, one photograph was there and took pictures of them. So, what are the goals that we consider complete? So, the main breeding area is included in Natura 2000 site. Monitoring is developed and ongoing, but with insufficient effort, because breeding productivity is not monitored. We have a priority area for rollers. This is the only area where they breed. However, if we want to, in the long term, get them back in the historical range, we have to define which would be the priority areas in that region. So the state and regional conservation agency are aware of the rollers, but we are not sure if they are aware of its importance or importance of these priority sites. So, as I already said, with the water management company, something has been achieved, but there is no monitoring of the implementation of measures, so this should be changed. We mapped some of the hedges and poplar trees, but this is only achieved in a part of the breeding area, and nothing is still, so it's not still protected or improved. As I already said, the nest boxes are being installed in the area, but still insufficiently, so we need more, especially because we have a big problem with bees, honeybees that are occupying nest boxes. And so, yeah, we have also we had two pairs that were breeding in buildings, so the nest boxes were provided for these pairs, and one pair transferred to the nest boxes, one remained on the building. So these are the objectives. So as Croatia was not part of the preparation of first action plan, we think that some of the objectives should be lifted for Croatia compared to overall priority level, but I won't go through it now. I just wanted to add that regarding raising awareness, we think that hunters should be added among the key stakeholders. And another thing is that we think that promoting planting a native softwood is really of critical importance, at least for rollers in our area. However, we think that this sentence, elimination of introduced tree species, should be deleted or amended, because rollers in Croatia breed, so majority of them breed in this Canadian poplar hybrid, which is introduced, I mean, it's planted. So that's it.